Have you ever been so into a show that you stayed up till 4:30 in the morning just to catch up on all the episodes? Yeah, that happened to me last week. Now, granted, I was on vacation and I was hanging out with friends, and so there was that community aspect to it. Not much at stake. I could sleep in the morning, but still, I watched 8 hours in a row of the TV show The Glee Project. Why would I do that? Well, I'll tell you very simply. It was very entertaining. And it's right up my alley. The music, the performance, trying out for a TV show, it's all stuff that really interests me. And that's what the show is. These kids, I'll call them kids, age 17 to 19, are trying out for a recurring role on the TV show Glee. I think a 7 episode story arc on this TV show. That's a big prize. That's a big deal for these kids. And you can tell it means a lot to them. The show basically works like this. Each week they have a different topic. They have a different song that they're asked to perform together. They then do a different music video each week to kind of see how they look on camera and how they do with the singing in the studio and all those kind of things. And then the bottom three is selected by the people who are casting the show. The choreographer and the casting director seem to play the main role in that. The bottom three are asked to perform for the show's creator and showrunner, Ryan Marshall? No, Ryan. It's Ryan something, I believe, that does Glee, and then he gets to pick who gets voted off the show. In the end, he will have the decision about who gets this recurring role, and it's this really interesting look at how casting is done, the way that they make those decisions, not to mention the fact that these kids, these characters are very entertaining people, very compelling people. And aside from that, there's this amazing story arc of the Christian kid who's trying out for the show and how his faith informs who he is, and the result of that process for him is some of the most compelling television that I've seen recently. Very, very cool kid, and big fan of him. I would love to see him on the TV show Glee, or anywhere for that matter. He's a great singer and a great actor. So to look at this is interesting just as kind of a reality talent show. It's interesting in that level. But when you add to the fact that they're trying out for an actual role on a TV show, there's some cool stakes in it, because whoever wins, we're actually going to get to see how their prize works out for them. We're actually going to see if they can then turn that into a great role on the show, and if that role could be expanded even beyond the 7 episodes they've been promised. I'm excited to see who the winner is, if for no other reason to see them on the show. A show, by the way, in Glee, that I still kick myself every time I have to admit that I enjoy watching it, because I basically just want to fast forward through all the parts that aren't the singing parts, but those singing parts are so good. I have a little internal conflict about that show, but actually not much internal conflict about this show, The Glee Project. I think it's one that you'll find entertaining and interesting and informing.